What's up, YouTube? It's Matt here, checking in, doing a new video. Sorry I haven't been able to keep up with this. I've been working like crazy, like 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and just haven't had much time to really sit down, do video, edit them, and put them up. But I just recently stepped down part-time at my job and started a business with my new wife. I got married about 3.5 months ago. To an amazing woman. She has been more than anything, more than you can ask for. She is great, and yeah, so that's some new things that's been happening in my life. But yeah, I got married, and we're starting a business, and it's been great. But yeah, I've just been working a lot. I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up with everybody, but thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Who leaves me comments. If you want to leave me your email address, I'll email you and try to keep up in touch with you that way. If you're going through things that I went through or just have questions about testosterone replacement therapy, a lot of people ask me what I'm prescribed. I'm prescribed testosterone cypionate. It's a 200 nanogram vial. Only take about a quarter of that a week, so that lasts me for a whole month. So I actually take a quarter of a cc each week. I used to take more, but I get tested every 3 months, and if my levels are too high, then they usually drop my dose down a little bit, and they dropped it down a couple times in the last year. So I'm at a pretty low dose right now, and I do feel like it could be brought back up a little bit. I'm sure my next visit they'll probably bring it back up, because I went from like 950 to like 550 to like 350 in my last test, and I think if you get to like close to 250, they usually like try to up it back up, from my knowledge. And a lot of people, they say, you know, hey, I'm trying to get on testosterone cypionate and all this stuff. I'm trying to convince my doctor to put me on it. From what I know, usually if your levels are below 250, they will usually put you on it. But if you don't need it, I highly suggest that you don't have to deal with it, because it's painful taking shots every week. It definitely gets old. I've been doing it for 2 years now, but for me, I didn't really have a choice. So I definitely have to be on it for probably the rest of my life, because it definitely lowers your testosterone over time being on it, your natural produced testosterone. But a little bit about myself. 2 years ago, well, let's say about 5 years ago, I was just really sick. I was practically anemic, going through depersonalization, derealization, hallucinating. I would be halfway my day at work, and I'd start passing out and fainting, and having to like get help. People help me like carry me out to my vehicle, or call someone to come pick me up, or get a ride from an employee. I was going through a lot of depression, anxiety. I was feeling lethargic every day. I was having a lot of suicidal thoughts. I really just got to the point where I was so bad off that I just didn't want to be here anymore, as sad as that sounds. I was going through a really tough time, but I went to a lot of different doctors, a lot of them because I was having a lot of dizzy spells and like wanting to faint and stuff, and a lot of the doctors thought that I had vertigo. I actually did all kinds of ear testing and did MRIs and things like that, and it all came back that everything was fine, and then they just put me on a bunch of anxiety medication, and that really just didn't help at all. But I didn't go to a doctor for a while after that. I want to say it was like 7 months, or no, it was probably about almost a year. I didn't see another doctor, and just tried to do what I could. I actually went gluten-free for about 18 months, trying different diets, just more like plant-based diets to see if that would help, and nothing seemed to help, until I got so sick that I was fainting at work constantly every day, and I had to take a work release I didn't work for about 2 months. I ended up having to leave my job and stay with my family. It was a very, very not so happy time. Let's just say that. But I went to the doctor. They tried to put me on more anxiety medication. And I was sitting there talking to the doctor, and he was saying something about, because I was really skinny at the time, and I was still slim, but he said something about maybe you should work out and see if that doesn't help you to get help with your anxiety and things like that, and gain some weight and stuff like that. And I actually I remember reading something about testosterone, and I asked him if he could check for it. And I didn't know that they have to do an actual blood test where they check for that. So if you just get blood work done, they're not going to be able to know unless they test for testosterone. And it came back that my levels were 78, and I think that usually they want it to be between like 500 and 900 for my age, 500, 900 for my age, and it was super, super low. So they put me on testosterone, and it took probably about a month before I really started feeling better. But I still had a lot of anxiety. I was actually taking a benzo that they had put me on before being on testosterone, and I became addicted to it, and I couldn't stop taking it. And I was on that for about 2 years. I actually stopped taking it December of this past December, the day before Christmas. I finally microdosed myself off of it, and I've been taking turmeric ever since, and that's completely changed my life. I was actually out of it for a couple weeks, and I just got some in the mail today, and I'm so happy because I feel so much better already. But if you're having problems with anxiety, I definitely would check this out. Turmeric, curcumin. I don't know if that will, you can see or not. Turmeric, curcumin. This stuff's good for joint pain too. Look into this stuff. It's very good for you. All kinds of different things that it can do for you. But they say it's the nature's Prozac, and this stuff, I mean, it's so good for depression, anxiety, you have no idea. And I honestly believe that depression is the root of anxiety. I didn't believe that for a long time. I never thought that I had depression. I thought I just had anxiety, but yeah, I probably had depression. I did have depression, but stuff definitely works. But another thing too, before going on testosterone, I didn't have any facial hair at all, no body hair. I was like 150 pounds. I'm now about, I think last time I checked, I was like 176 or 180. I put on roughly about 30 pounds since going on testosterone. But all in all, things have been great. And just sorry I haven't been able to keep up with everybody again, but send me a comment and I'll get in touch with you. Subscribe to my account. I mean, that's awesome whenever I get new subscribers. I love it because I really want to interact with people and just have more people hear my story. And if I can help someone out, I think that's more than enough for me. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment. See you guys later. Thanks for keeping up with my videos. Peace.